Firefighters in Los Angeles are braced for the return of strong winds of up to 70 miles an hour today as they continue to battle fires that are still out of control. Exactly a week after the first fire, at least 12,000 homes and buildings have been destroyed, 24 people have died, and more than 60 square miles have gone up in flames. Well, you can see here the largest fires, the Palisades and Eaton fires, which continue to burn. Firefighters in Los Angeles are warning that the strengthening winds may spread the flames further. Emma Vardy has this report.
This is the moment looters enter an evacuated home in the Palisades. They were later arrested and charged with stealing $200,000 worth of property.
The promise that we made when we started this, that these criminals would be arrested, they would be prosecuted, and they will be maximally punished, is a promise we are keeping.
It's just one example of the crime wave authorities are now tackling in the wake of the fires.
The next 180 days.
Joe Biden has promised that LA will get government money to help the massive recovery effort.
It's going to cost tens of billions of dollars to get Los Angeles back to where it was. So we're going to need Congress to step up to provide funding to get this done.
Despite talk of recovery, the flames are still spreading. This is Ventura County, north of LA, where a new fire broke out yesterday. Crews battled through the night, but it's still uncontained. As well as the thousands of homes destroyed, in Altadena alone, 6 schools have also burned. This one, Odyssey Charter School, you see the playground. This was the younger children's classrooms, all destroyed. And here, 800 pupils aged between 4 and 13 now have little idea of where they'll go. With power and internet still down in large parts of Los Angeles, an idea by Tesla owner Elon Musk has led to owners of his futuristic Cybertrucks travelling to affected areas to provide Wi-Fi using the portable satellite system Starlink.
You can't even make a phone call out here, so there's certainly no internet out here. So just being able to provide that is, I think, a critical need out here.
And help continues to reach LA in many forms. More than 800 prison inmates being trained in firefighting skills have been working on the ground for days. And crews from Mexico have also joined the unprecedented effort to deal with this historic disaster. Emma Vardy, BBC News, Los Angeles.
Firefighters around Los Angeles are preparing for new wildfire flare-ups as forecasts warn dangerous strong winds could fuel yet more destruction. 2 large wildfires and 2 smaller ones continue to burn or are only partially contained. From LA, here's our correspondent Romilly Weeks with the latest.
As the sun rose on another critical day in LA, firefighters waking up in their trucks for the next 24-hour shift. A week on from the start of the most destructive fires in the city's history, and wind conditions over this scorched and battered landscape are once again expected to reach hurricane force.
For this significant wind event, we are taking an aggressive lean-forward posture, and the LAFD has staffed all available resources, strategically placing fire patrols and engines in the unimpacted high fire risk areas in the city.
Overnight, new fires did spark up to the north and east of the city, again perilously close to roads and buildings, but water dropped from above, and the work of crews on the ground has kept these blazes so far under control. 15,000 firefighters are now deployed all round LA. This crew in the Palisades fire zone grabbing a break after working through the night. Despite the firefighters' work, this area, which was the heart of the largest blaze, these hills burnt as far as the eye can see, is still under the highest level of threat alert, where any embers still hot from the last flames can go up like a blowtorch.
So when we're coming in, it helps us determine where we still need engines at.
Monitoring the situation in his truck, Fire Chief Chris Tate was in this exact location 4 days ago when the blaze was at its height. His crew took these dramatic videos as they battled the flames, licking the backs of the houses. And the fire was really intense at that point?
Yes. Yeah, we saw flame lengths of 25 to 30 feet in some places, and it was dangerously moving pretty quick up towards the houses, up the canyon.
How confident do you feel that you've done everything that you can?
We'll utilize hand crews to go in and and use their tools to dig it up, and we'll use the engines to go out there and squirt water on anything that would be hot.
Almost 90,000 residents are still evacuated, and police teams are searching through these charred streets for the 24 people missing, while the city waits to see whether there's yet more of this to come. Romilly Weeks, ITV News, Los Angeles.